Okay, so we will start this episode of Cheap Junk on AliExpress with an update from last week. I had mentioned I had received these power banks, and I knew this was fake, obvious fake, and no problem with that. I complained to eBay about it. Dispute's been going on for a while, and obviously, the seller wants me to return the item. eBay policy says that seller has to pay for return shipping, but for some reason, both eBay and PayPal decided that no, I'm responsible for shipping. And you know how these things go, it costs more to ship than the item's worth. Which I'm disappointed. I do feel like PayPal and both PayPal and eBay's customer service has gone down through the years. So this is a fake, advertised as 50,000 milliamp hours, which is absolutely insane. Actually only has about 3,000, maybe 2,000. It's ridiculously low. Blatant fake. People are getting ripped off thinking that they're buying better products, and they're not. And eBay and PayPal both are not, they're not stepping up to protect the customer. I actually called the number, I talked to them for a while, and obviously what happens is eBay says, oh, it's out of our hands. Call PayPal. You call PayPal and they're like, well, maybe you can talk to eBay about it. So, bounce it around. And at the end of the day, doesn't eBay own PayPal or PayPal? I can't remember, but they're both intertwined quite tight together. So, it's not just a coincidence that they bounce you off each other. So a lot of time wasted. Probably spent half an hour to an hour just going through that, and yeah, so that's a waste. And I kind of knew that. Now this one from AliExpress, it's also a fake. I had actually thought that this one might be real because it was a much more reasonable. It was advertised as 15,000 to 20,000 milliamp hours. That was the range. Turned out to be about 5,000. And it was actually quite simple with AliExpress. I opened up the dispute. I sent them the evidence. And in no time, I can't believe how fast it was. AliExpress stepped in, gave me my money back, and said, hey, keep the item. So yeah, and I see this as a pattern because when I've been shopping on AliExpress, there's far less fakes, there's far less junk to go through. So yes, you're going to find fakes, and maybe 1 out of 10 items I get will be fake. But the point is that in general, they're doing a pretty good job. So yeah, that's good. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's see what our first item this week is. And this is a push light. It's very simple. It has a little sticker so you can stick it on things, and you push it and it lights up, and it's quite bright. It's good enough to light up a small room or something. The reason that I got this is because I wanted a light in my car trunk because it doesn't have one already. It doesn't, it doesn't have one. And this is nice because you can just stick it anywhere inside, and then you just push it and you have a light wherever you want it. So it's very simple. It's very cheap. It does exactly what it needs to, which is what we're always looking for. Because despite the title cheap junk, some of this junk is actually pretty useful. So we'll leave that. So we'll leave with that, and we'll wait and see what else comes this week. Okay, next up we have this little tiny item. Now let's see if you can see it. Let me get that in focus. Yeah, okay. So a micro SD adapter. USB 2.0 it says, yeah, okay. yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. I needed one of these because I didn't, usually I end up using another device, a phone or a modem or something, and I wanted just to use a more simple, dedicated device for when I need to mess with SD cards, and this should work. I'll give it a test, and we'll see about that. I'll update that in the next video. So yeah, and these go for, man, I don't think they're even I think not even 50 cents. They're pretty cheap. And then our last item for this week. I guess this week we didn't get a lot, or not as much as usual, but it's this Orico cable management. And we can see from the nice little picture the idea of what it's supposed to do. Yeah, quite simple. Use rubber on the bottom to fix on your desktop. Manage up to 7 wires. So the idea behind this, it has a little sticky thing, so you can stick it on the side of a desk like that. I mean, it's shown in the picture. You see, okay. It's just for cable organization. My plan is to use it on my desktop to better organize the wires going through there. It could really be used in any place, but there's the idea. When you have loose wires, it holds them. So yeah, and it seems to work. I'll put it to a test in a bit. And that's it. That's it for this week of cheap junk on AliExpress. I hope you enjoy this style of video. I know it's a little bit different. Kind of everything at this point is a little bit different. So if you did enjoy that video, do remember to hit that like button. If you didn't enjoy the video, hit that like button anyway and leave a comment with your opinions. Otherwise, no matter where you are in this world, do try to have a good day, a good night, and a good morning. Bye-bye.